So today's episode of Hot Lead and Hardware, we're going to unbox and do an initial impression of my new Kimber Rapide Scorpius. It's a 1911 single stack 10mm pistol. Okay, so let's see what's in the box. A lot of foam. All right, so we've got a quite extensive owner's manual, actual pistol itself. Hey, another lock from my collection. A tool, and it looks like an offer to join the NRA and a, probably can't see it too well, but a Kimber sticker. All right, so looking at the pistol itself, pulling it out. All right, it's got a nice heft to it. I believe it's an all steel frame, so obviously it's not light, but that's a good thing. Being 10mm, it's likely going to have quite a bit of kick behind it, so that's kind of something we would expect. Pull that off. All right. Magazine drops free quite nicely. Magazine button's a little stiff. That's probably going to work in over time. It only came with one magazine. I generally would like to see more than that, but this isn't a deal breaker. One thing I did notice about these, magazine that comes with it has this little piece on the bottom. I'm assuming I can buy those. I'm going to have to go out and look. The replacement magazines or extra magazines don't. Now, when I put this magazine in, you can see how it comes out the bottom like that. Now here's the replacement. Again, nothing on the bottom, still has the holes, so that should be something that can go on. Fit in just fine. See, it's very recessed, so it's not gonna be flush fit. Possible this comes off if you don't want the magwell extension on there, but I'd rather just have more of these. Of course, I do wonder, not that I'd be concealed carrying this, that does give you a little lip to catch on stuff. I neglected to mention at the beginning of the video that this gun was an 8+1 capacity, and I discovered something kind of unique. I usually know the mag is full when I hit some resistance, but with this one, I went ahead loading it and didn't realize that somehow I'd loaded one extra round. I only noticed this because the ammo box was missing more rounds than it should have been. Upon rewatching the video, I counted, and sure enough, the magazine somehow can hold 9 rounds. Got the grip safety. I know a lot of people don't like those. I have several handguns that have the grip safeties, and maybe it has to do with the size of your hands or the way you're used to gripping a gun. I've never had an issue, and any problem you can defeat with duct tape is not a real problem. If you notice, even when pushed all the way in, it still comes out quite a bit. So that's nice, because then when you're gripping it, you can feel that it's engaged, and you don't have to have a purchase all the way down the gun in order to feel that. All right, there is quite a bit of oil on it, which is expected with new guns. So this is the Rapide. When I first saw this, when I was reading online, I actually thought it said rabbit.
Blah, 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 blah.
Maybe if I get 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, I'll have custom Rapide 911 grips put on this. So get to it.
There were other models available similar to this one in black called Dusk and one in stainless called Dawn. I liked the black accents on this model, especially on the top of the slide, as it eliminates glare.
Ooh, did you see all the oil fly out of there? That was cool. Make no mistake, I like it. Kind of see down the barrel there. I do like the grip texture. It's not super rubbery. You can kind of see it here. It's not squishy, but it's got a lot of grip. But it's not, it doesn't feel like it would snag your clothes or anything like that.
It comes stock with a very bright set of fiber optic sights.
You can kind of see the sight picture there. It has that horseshoe rear sight. Those seem really easy to line up, so that's nice. So yeah, very nice so far. So I guess I should learn how to disassemble at this point. All right, so I looked through the manual. I got a basic idea what I'm supposed to do. So first, let's release the slide. Now I'm doing it gently because that's what you're supposed to do with 2011s or 1911s. Can you tell I've been shopping for 2011s? All right. So first thing we're supposed to do is see what? Okay. See, we depress the recoil spring here. Then we put this on. We're supposed to turn it. Okay. It says to turn it clockwise. Careful, because I don't want to eject it across the room. All right, there we go. All right, and it won't come all the way out. So let's see. Next step. Okay. That is not how mine lined up. So you can see the picture. See how it's lined up. How it's actually lined up. It's probably because the picture was showing with it already removed. So I've started pushing it through. I had a plastic punch. Ooh. I hate using metal screwdrivers on painted surfaces like this, because all it's going to do is scratch it. But I got a chopstick. All right, so that came out just like that. Now what do we do? We're learning together. Okay. Now it says it should slide off the frame, which it did just like that. So see, there we go. We have this now dangling like that. Notice the curved part at the top there, which seems to align with the barrel. So that I can actually pull out from the back. Now it gives instructions about turning this counterclockwise if you're not able to get that out. I don't know that that's something I'm going to have to worry about, but okay, well, maybe I have to do that to get the rest of the barrel out. Okay, so now we're supposed to turn the bushing back the opposite direction, counterclockwise. Okay, so we're supposed to turn it until the lugs align with the opening, and then it kind of slowly comes out. It's definitely not coming out easy. You got to kind of put some oomph behind it, and as pretty as this gun is, again, you know, I'm going to scratch the piss out of it doing this every time I clean it. There we go. Got it. That was tight. Tight. All right. Now we're supposed to tilt that link forward like so, and the barrel should slide out. Magic. That was easy.
With the gun disassembled and cleaned, now it was time to re-oil it and put it back together.
All right, so now we got this guy. We got this lovely Sportsman's Guide, military issue gun oil. Open on the feed ramp here, or on the barrel where it slides. All right, now I'll put this guy back in here like so. I am going to clean this guy off. And then I'm going to oil the piss out of it. Where is oil coming out like that? Coming out like grease. Maybe I should have shook it more. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have shook it more. Well, in the words of my grandmother, well, shit. All right. We had a buildup. That's okay. I wasn't going to use this case anyway. Yeah. All right, so this thing, when it came out, we had turned it, counterclockwise. See the little knob? That has to fit right here. All right. So barrel. Try to work some of that grease in there, or oil. I'm going to keep calling it grease now. Ah, that's moving much smoother now. Yeah, I did that with my fingers. Now I gotta roll it a little more. Actually, hold up. It was the other way when we took this apart. So, there we go. Not bad for making such a total mess. Okay, so now you, sir, go back through there. And then you go on there. And then there we go. We push it back. That didn't quite line up. Is it there? No, that's not right. Okay. That time it lined up. See? See the little cutout there? That's what I needed last time. But it didn't line up. It wouldn't go back. So maybe you just have to try over and 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 over. There. Push right past it. Screw you, dude. All right, now. Last part. Yay. Grease it up. Pretty sure letting that back to that's going to make that easier. Where's that damn wrench? Stop texting me, people. Can't you see I'm trying to put a Kimber back together? Stop moving. Stop moving. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it.
My final thoughts on this. Build quality seems good. I won't really know until I have a chance to test it out. Disassembly and reassembly, a bit of a challenge. Probably get easier over time having done it several times. I'm not sure how similar it is to other 1911s, pulling them apart. Might be very similar, might be very different. I just don't know at this point. I don't have that experience. It probably just takes some practice. Being able to fit 9 rounds in the magazine is a bit of a question mark for me. Not sure I'd actually try running it that way. It was kind of a surprise that I didn't feel any resistance.
I didn't try loading the magazine with 9 rounds in it, just because I was worried I might damage the internals of the gun or something like that, so it's just not worth the risk to me. If someone else wants to try it with theirs, go right ahead, but I don't plan on doing it. Other than that, I can't wait to take it out to the range and try it out. So until next time, do that stuff. And I'll talk to you later.